Ladies and gentlemen, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr.A. Post-fight recap, number 69, shall begin shortly in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hard hits delivering with those thumbs up. This is Ready Talk Boxing with your host, Mr.A, the Double RT Boxing Show. And number 69, post-fight recap. The unification bout of the heavyweights last night. AJ versus Joseph Parker. AJ walks away with the IBO, IBAF, WBO, and the WBA. He did it. It had some not high controversy, maybe with the wide scorecards and 119, 118, 118s. But people feel comfortably, I believe, that Joshua did win the fight. There's a few out there that had AJ winning the fight. Me, myself, I had it a draw. I had Anthony Joshua winning the first 3 rounds and Anthony Joshua winning the last 3 rounds. And I had, obviously, Joseph Parker winning the middle 6 in a row. On the fight itself, now, I can understand how Joshua went because in my draw, I had 2 toss-up rounds. Rounds number 6 and rounds number 9. So, like I said, and that's just my score. And in this fight, there was a lot of very small amount of action. This fight was a very strategic fight. So in the styles, it all depends on what you looked for and what you gave more credit to. Because, excuse me, the fight itself had Joseph on the back foot, pawing out a jab, trying to force Joshua to overcommit to something to get countered. And Joshua was playing that gap game, not overcommitting to counter Joseph's setup jab to get countered. So it was a lot of mind games just to land a decent punch, because no one really, I say in the whole fight, each fighter probably landed maybe 1.5, 2 solid punches. And even though those were solid punches on a 1 to 10, they were probably like a 6. So nothing really round, memorable punches were landed in this fight. Now, the first 3 rounds, which the ones I gave to Joshua, is basically because he was walking forward, applying the pressure, trying to get the game plan under control. In this fight, a lot of judging went on to who was dictating, who was controlling that round. And that is very, that can be very judgmental on the card, because in my middle 6 rounds, even though Parker was on the back foot, I felt he took control of the fight. And we'll get into those 6 rounds. Like I said, the first 3 rounds, Parker was he was on the back foot, circling the ring like we discussed. Everyone thought he was going to come in there and expose a glass chin. We discussed Parker back foots more than people spoke about. So we, like on the Double RT Boxing Show, we discussed he was going to be on that back foot. And it took him a while to calculate AJ's speed, his distance. And what I did like about the first 3 rounds on AJ, not only was he working behind a nice jab, and he'd come with the right, he'll let that right fire at any place. He'll hit him on the shoulder, the chest, the clavicle bone, the ribs. He was letting that jab fire. So whether it's on the forehead, like I said, he was jabbing him a lot. He was jabbing Parker a lot in the chest, which I thought was pretty good. And then it just seemed like after round 3, Parker was able to change his rhythm. Like he moved around the ring faster, caused AJ to track him down fast. It seemed like the first 3 rounds AJ was avoiding. Parker was avoiding AJ, and AJ was stalking him down. And then for me, in the rounds 4 to 9, it went from like AJ's movement around the ring it looked like the rhythm of it switched over. Instead of him walking away from AJ, it became to like a strategy offensive movement. And AJ's walk down pressure became, I got to try and get him now. It just seemed like it reversed, and it wasn't quite effective. It wasn't quite the same, and that's how I saw it. So it could be like I said, he was going to try the Huey Fury movement on him, and that's what I predicted he'd try, and he did it. So in I believe the 10th round, Parker suffered a cut on his eye, but it was through a elbow, just inside clinching elbows. And like I said, and after round 9, that was, like I said, round 6 and round 8 were toss-up rounds. Like I said, I gave rounds 4 to 9 a clean sweep again for Parker. I thought his movement went from a retreat movement to a fight controlling movement. The fight was set at his pace. He dictated when action happened. So I gave Parker all those rounds where I said the first 3 rounds and the last 3 rounds, AJ dictated and controlled when action was happening. And again, toss-up rounds, number 9 and number 6, it'll take it to 116 to 112 for AJ. So I have no problem with AJ winning this fight. It's a very mind game judging. There was no action. No one won this fight because they put the hurt on their opponent. This fight wasn't hurt. This fight wasn't won because of the hurt business. This fight was won because of who did you award points for the strategy, and that's how I feel. And I feel, like I said, I felt these guys did a decent strategy where no one really pulled it off, so it was a draw. But AJ did win 119, 118, 118 to whatever the scorecards are. He won big. And at the end of the fight, he called out Wilder or Fury. So we'll see where that goes. That's a whole other video. But yes, again, number 69 post-fight recap. If you have not hit that thumbs up button already, please hit the thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, please become a new subscriber. Become 296, 97, 97, and get us up to 300 because this is your show. And if you're a new viewer, it has become your show. I'm just a host, Mr.A, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. AJ defeats Joseph Parker to become the WBO, IBF, IBO, WBA heavyweight champion. Thanks for the support.